The world of celebrity relationships is often dazzling on the outside, but complicated behind the scenes. In early 2025, one of the most talked about couples in Hollywood, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, suddenly found themselves at the center of rumors and speculation. Selena headed off to Mexico with her closest friends for what she called epic bachelorette-style getaway, while Benny was spotted partying solo in Los Angeles at the very same time. For fans, this was a story packed with intrigue. Why was Selena celebrating in Mexico without Benny? Why was Benny at another party instead of joining her? Was this just a harmless coincidence? Or was it a sign of cracks beginning to form in one of the entertainment industry's most high-profile relationships? Over the past few weeks, social media has been filled with photos, videos, theories, and endless debates. The headlines have been dramatic, with phrases like "trouble in paradise" and "relationship on the rocks" splashed across entertainment blogs. But as with all celebrity stories, the truth is layered, complex, and far more interesting than the surface-level gossip. So let us dive deep into the full story of Selena Gomez's epic Mexico bachelorette bash, Benny Blanco's solo partying, and the swirling rumors about whether there is really trouble in paradise. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. A quick background. Before we unpack the events of Mexico, it is important to remember how Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco became such a talked-about couple. Their relationship first went public in late 2023, when Selena herself confirmed it on Instagram Live after months of speculation. Fans were initially shocked. Benny Blanco, a record producer and songwriter known for his work with some of the biggest artists in music, was not who people expected Selena to date. But quickly, many supporters warmed to the pairing. Selena spoke openly about how Benny made her feel safe, loved, and respected. She described him as the best thing that had happened in her life in a long time. Together, they became an unlikely but powerful couple in Hollywood. Selena, one of the most followed women on Instagram, and Benny, a behind-the-scenes genius with hits under his belt, created a balance of public glamour and private creativity. But of course, being in the spotlight meant that every move they made was scrutinized. And that brings us to early 2025, when Selena and Benny suddenly made headlines for being apart during one of the biggest parties of the year, Selena's Mexico Bachelorette Bash. The story truly exploded when photos and clips surfaced of Selena Gomez in Mexico with her closest girlfriends. It was not an official bachelorette party for a wedding, but fans quickly dubbed it one because of the all-out celebration vibes. Selena was seen on yachts, beaches, and private villas in Cabo San Lucas. She wore bold outfits, laughed with her friends, and appeared completely carefree. The trip included luxury dinners, spa retreats, and late-night parties with fireworks illuminating the ocean. Social media quickly labeled it Selena's epic Mexico Bachelorette Bash because it looked like the kind of wild pre-wedding trip brides throw before tying the knot. Her group included some familiar faces, including longtime friends from her inner circle. Photos showed everyone in coordinated outfits, raising glasses of champagne, and posing with the kind of joy that only comes from a true escape from the pressures of fame. Fans were thrilled to see Selena happy and glowing. Many commented that after years of struggles with health and heartbreak, she deserved this kind of getaway, but at the same time, whispers started spreading. Where was Benny Blanco? Benny Blanco's solo partying. While Selena was in Mexico, Benny Blanco was spotted in Los Angeles at several parties. He attended a high-profile industry event, where he was photographed laughing with friends and enjoying the night. Video clips circulated online showing him dancing, mingling, and looking carefree. Some fans shrugged it off as normal. After all, Benny is a social figure in the music world, and attending events is part of his life. But others immediately connected the dots. Selena in Mexico, Benny in Los Angeles, both partying but not together. For a couple so closely watched, the timing raised eyebrows. Entertainment bloggers pounced on the story. Was Benny avoiding Mexico? Did he and Selena have an argument? Was this the first sign of distance in their relationship? Theories multiplied, and social media amplified every angle. Some fans shrugged it off as normal. After all, Benny is a social figure in the music world, and attending events is part of his life. But others immediately connected the dots. Selena in Mexico, Benny in Los Angeles, both partying but not together. For a couple so closely watched, the timing raised eyebrows. Entertainment bloggers pounced on the story. Was Benny avoiding Mexico? Did he and Selena have an argument? Was this the first sign of distance in their relationship? Theories multiplied, and social media amplified every angle. Some fans even pointed out that Selena did not post photos with Benny, while Benny's own social media seemed to make no mention of Selena's trip. The silence spoke volumes to people who were already eager for drama. Fan reactions, joy, and concern. The reaction online was divided into two camps. On one side were fans who celebrated Selena's Mexico trip as a well-deserved getaway. They argued that women should be allowed to enjoy themselves with friends without needing their partner's presence. They saw Benny's partying as normal and harmless. On the other side, however, were fans who felt uneasy. They pointed to the timing as suspicious and suggested that maybe things were not as perfect as Selena had once described. Some even compared the situation to past relationships in Selena's life, noting how quickly public romances can fall apart under pressure. Memes, theories, and debates flooded Twitter and TikTok. One clip of Selena on a yacht laughing was captioned, "Trouble in Paradise?" while another video of Benny dancing in Los Angeles was edited with dramatic music to suggest heartbreak. It was classic celebrity culture, moments taken out of context, spun into narratives that may or may not be true. Celebrity relationships under pressure. Part of what makes this story so fascinating is how it highlights the unique challenges of celebrity relationships. For regular couples, going on separate trips or attending different parties might not mean much, but for Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, every move is magnified 100 times over. The internet demands constant proof of togetherness. If one partner is absent from a trip, fans immediately question the stability of the relationship. If both partners attend events separately, rumors of a split begin. The pressure is immense, and it is one of the reasons so many Hollywood romances struggle to survive. For Selena, the scrutiny is even more intense. As one of the most famous women in the world, every smile, outfit, and post is analyzed. Benny, though less publicly visible, is still pulled into the storm simply by being linked to her. This Mexico-Los Angeles divide was always going to spark headlines, even if the truth is far less dramatic than the speculation. The media spin entertainment media thrives on stories like this. Within hours of Selena's Mexico photos surfacing, headlines began appearing. Selena celebrates without Benny, Benny Blanco Parties Solo, trouble brewing. These headlines were designed to capture attention, whether or not there was truth behind them. Television gossip shows covered the story with dramatic flair, showing split-screen footage of Selena in Mexico and Benny in Los Angeles. Online tabloids went further, publishing anonymous sources claiming that the couple was fighting or taking a break. But as often happens, much of this was speculation designed to fuel clicks. The reality, according to those close to the couple, may be less scandalous. Benny reportedly had work commitments in Los Angeles, while Selena wanted a girls-only trip to recharge and celebrate. The two situations simply overlapped. Still, in celebrity culture, perception can sometimes become more powerful than reality. Once the narrative of Trouble in Paradise took hold, it was almost impossible to stop. A history of rumors. It is also important to note that Selena Gomez has faced similar rumors in past relationships. Whether with Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, or others, the media has often speculated about breakups, fights, and drama, based on the smallest details. This history matters because it shows a pattern. Selena's relationships are constantly under the microscope, and every small choice is interpreted as a sign of bigger issues. Fans who have followed her for years are well aware of this, which is why some defended her strongly, saying the Mexico trip was being blown out of proportion. Still, the fact that this pattern keeps repeating demonstrates the difficulty of living a personal life in the spotlight. For Selena, even a simple vacation with friends can ignite headlines around the world. Trouble in paradise? So is there really trouble in paradise? The truth may depend on perspective. From one angle, Selena's Mexico bachelorette bash and Benny's solo partying do not have to mean anything more than two people enjoying themselves in different ways. Relationships can be healthy, even when partners take separate trips or attend separate events. In fact, many argue that independence is a sign of strength. From another angle, however, the timing does raise questions. Why did the two not align their plans? Why was Benny not in Mexico, even briefly, to show support? And why did both remain silent about each other during such high-profile moments? These are the questions fans cannot stop asking. The answer may come only with time. For now, all we know is that Selena had the time of her life in Mexico. Benny enjoyed his own scene in Los Angeles, and the internet had plenty of material to debate endlessly. The bigger picture. At the heart of this story is something larger than just Selena and Benny. It is a reminder of how modern celebrity culture works. Every move is content, every trip is a headline, and every separation becomes a possible scandal. Fans feel invested in Selena's happiness because she has been so open about her struggles in the past. They want to see her thrive in love, in health, and in life. That is why any sign of potential trouble creates such intense reactions. People are not just observing, they are emotionally invested. For Benny, the challenge is different. As someone who built his career mostly behind the scenes, he now has to navigate the relentless public attention that comes with dating Selena Gomez. For someone used to making music rather than headlines, this can be a difficult adjustment. What happens next? As of now, neither Selena nor Benny has issued a formal statement about the Mexico trip or the solo parties. Their silence has only fueled more speculation, but it may also be a sign that they are choosing to keep their relationship private. If history is any guide, Selena will eventually share her perspective on her own terms, whether in an interview, a song, or a casual Instagram post. Benny may also subtly address it through his work or through joint appearances with Selena. For now, fans will continue to analyze every detail, from their social media activity to their public sightings. The story's not over, and the next chapter will likely arrive sooner rather than later. Selena Gomez's epic Mexico Bachelorette Bash was a celebration of friendship, freedom, and joy. Benny Blanco's solo partying in Los Angeles was a snapshot of his own lifestyle in the music industry. Together, the two events became a narrative that dominated celebrity culture for weeks. Was it just coincidence, or was it a sign of deeper issues? The answer is still unknown, but one thing is certain. The story highlights the challenges of love in the spotlight, the power of perception, and the way fans and media can turn ordinary choices into global headlines. So what do you think? Was Selena simply enjoying a well-deserved girls' trip while Benny lived his own life in Los Angeles? Or is there really trouble in paradise? Let us know your thoughts, because in the world of celebrity love stories, perception often matters as much as reality.